Well, the equine industry is big business in Oklahoma, home to some of the largest horse shows in the nation. Exhibitors and riders from all over the world will travel here for weeks at a time. But a relatively little-known horse disease has some worried those shows could be in danger. Joining me now is our Courtney Dehoff.
Well, the equine herpes virus has turned the horse industry upside down after horses that attended the National Cutting Horse Association's Western Nationals in Ogden, Utah, secondarily exposed hundreds of horses all across the country with this deadly and highly transmittable disease.
Things are relatively quiet at the Walking F Ranch in Perkins, Oklahoma.
I really don't think they'll cancel anything after July the 5th, but they might.
A cutting horse facility that won't be letting any horses off the property for a couple of weeks until the deadly equine herpes virus is at a standstill. Trainer Jack Turner.
Horse starts running fever and then they lose, they start wobbling, and from there they get down and then it's hard to get one to recover. What it means to us here as a ranch basically is we are trying to protect what horses we have here on the ranch from getting it, and so far we've been lucky to be able to do that.
The highly contagious disease means many horse owners are going round and round trying to decide if they should just stay home.
Out there Monday or Tuesday. What we're going to do is we're going to be still here for a couple of weeks and kind of see where the hot spots are, if there are any hot spots, see where the confirmed cases are, and then from there we'll make a determination of what we're going to do and where we're going to go.
A brief hiatus that could be devastating to local economies. The equine industry brings thousands of visitors and billions of dollars into the state. Dan Wall is the executive director of the National Reining Horse Association and says Oklahoma's horse industry has more than a $3 billion impact in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma ranks 7th overall in the country with about a 3.3 annual economic impact from the horse industry itself. In the entire United States, the horse industry has about $112 billion economic impact. So Oklahoma, of that 3.3, the NRHA futurity generates about $68 million in annual economic impact for the state of Oklahoma.
The American Quarter Horse Association's Redbud Spectacular is just one of the many shows that calls Oklahoma home. Dr. David McCarroll is the AQHA Veterinarian of the Year.
Staying home is 100% sure to stop the outbreak in your horses. However, that's a little bit of overkill. If your horses don't come in contact with those that are actively shedding the virus and have the neurologic symptoms or the elevated fever, or around any of the horses that are shedding the virus, there's little chance that they will come down with that infection. So what that means in practical terms is that you can go to an event if you're not going to be in contact with the horses that were involved in the original outbreak.
We wouldn't leave here if this EHV was a threat, you know, to our horses. You know, each one of them is very valuable to us, and the chances of them getting sick and the cost of the vet bills aren't worth the chance if we thought, you know, it was really seriously a threat.
Big money and expensive horses for professional barrel racer Jana Turner.
Probably just not going and staying overnight as much, just because of the fact that there's always a chance whenever you're stalling with 400, 500, 600 other horses, you know, to catch disease, sickness, that kind of thing.
But for others, the risk is just too great.
I don't know that I'm capable of saying that it's necessary or not, but something has to be done to be able to, you know, to get this thing stopped. Whether they can completely get it stopped or not, I don't know, but they can at least slow it down.
Okay. Although all cutting events have been canceled in Oklahoma, other horse shows will go on. The Oklahoma Quarter Horse Association's Redbud Spectacular kicked off in Oklahoma City, while the Pinto World Championship will gear up in Tulsa. Together, over 2,000 head of horses are expected to be entering the state.
So what can horse owners and contestants attending these events, what can they do to make sure their animals are safe?
Rob, they just need to be aware. Avoid horse-to-horse contact and keep your tack and your equipment away from other people's tack and equipment.
And again, this is strictly a horse disease?
Yes, it is not transmittable to humans.
All right, thank you so much, Court.